Hey everybody, it's Ben. I had to turn off the music I was listening to, which took me longer than usual. We're going to have a tournament today. It starts in 4 minutes. And then I'm going to play Blindfold with my blindfold. See? Wait, where? Oh, I couldn't find the stream. And then we'll do puzzles. Those will be our 3 activities today, and so forth. I wonder if either me or Karen will be on the jury that convicts Trump. That would be nice. Probably I would get banned from the jury once they interviewed me. And my children, and my children's children. But still, it sounds like fun. I should be in the jury pool. I served on a jury last year. So the tournament is a 3-minute tournament. It's not rated, and it's 6 rounds. Thanks to Dobrigab for supporting the stream and subscribing to the channel. I don't know. I was on jury duty, but they didn't choose me for the jury. So I think the guy was banned. Or I was banned. I was there all day, so that was a good waste of a day. I'll be the one juror that finds him not guilty. Just to be a rebel. I've watched a few episodes of Modern Family, but I can't tell you who Gloria is. I don't know the names of the characters. I haven't seen it that much. Can't subscribe. Maybe I'm too new to Twitch. Sofia Vergara? You can't miss her. Yeah, I know who the actress is. I still don't know what her name is because I forgot what you said. Oh, Gloria? Oh. Okay, so we're going to have an unrated 3-minute tournament. If you want to join, type !join and do what it says, or click the link that I'm providing. It starts in a minute. I have a towel because I'm been very hot today. It's very hot in where we live. So I'm sweating a lot. Try not to go outside at all. But occasionally I go outside. Very occasionally. The Braves are on the West Coast. They're playing the Giants. Actually, it'll start like when the stream ends because they're 3 hours earlier. Okay, the tournament starts in 10 seconds. If you want to get in, you know what to do. They might cut it to 5 rounds because there's not a lot of players. All right, good luck, everybody. Oh, they made it 4 rounds. They really cut it. This looks like a Pragnananda Carlson kind of game. Boring. Oh, we got 12 players. We had 3 players join late. Never play F3. Horse C's move like an L. If you want to join the tournament, you can probably still get in. Here's the links you can click. We just started. I played 95.5 and he played 85.1. Hope everybody's having a good Friday night or Saturday morning. I guess I should have taken on F7, but I didn't see it. Well, I didn't play very well that game. I had a good position until I didn't. I hope it was exciting for you guys. All my games are the same opening. I don't know if Prague will be world champion, but he's pretty good. He's one of the top 4 most talented juniors in India. How difficult is it to be a grandmaster? It's easy when you're a grandmaster. If you're not a grandmaster, then it's not easy. But if you already are a grandmaster, then it's no problem. It's like a weird martial. No, this is just a towel. My dog was growling at me because he didn't like my towel around my neck. He didn't know what it was. He was mad. I don't know what to do. Maybe I can take and play knight f4. Maybe that makes sense. Boy, I don't play very well. Oh well. There's only one more round. Starting to dislike CNN a lot because when CNN started, 40 years ago, along with MTV, they would show things that had to do with their network. So MTV would show music videos. So MTV was good. They played music and they played videos with the music. And then that was what they did. And then I would watch it. And then everybody watched it. Because you'd see new music and you'd see the artists and you'd see some videos are good, some aren't. Then I don't know what happened to MTV. I don't know what it is now. It's not from this planet. And that's been for a long time. MTV hasn't been watchable in 20 years. And CNN used to have news. It was a 24-hour news station. So they'd have like a news anchor and he would read the news. Then he would read the same news 30 minutes later. Then 30 minutes later, he would read the same news. And then you'd watch the news. And like a lot of cable stations, CNN decided to have these variety shows where they have 4 to 6 people sit around a table and talk about nonsense. That's not interesting at all. And that's like 90% of it. So I want to watch news. I don't care about what all these other people are doing. So I can't even watch it anymore. I do watch the news on NBC and ABC at 6:30 and 7 because it's news. When people sit around a table and talk, I hate that. I don't. I mean, I hate it more than like I should hate it. I extra hate it. I don't like that. I like news. Yeah, they used to have news anchors, and they would read the news. Then they'd go to commercial. Then they'd read more news. This went on for a while. And then when the half hour was over, they would have another half hour of news. And it was the same news, but who am I to judge? Then if there was new news, there'd be new news. So it was like the nightly news, except it was 24 hours. But I guess that got bad ratings. But yeah, there's people sitting around and talking. I can't watch that. That's just terrible. I don't mean it's terrible objectively. I mean, I can't watch it. I hate it. It's a subjective thing. It would be like if I was watching a chess game, like the World Chess Championship, and I had two options. I could have Leko and Naroditsky discuss the game and say, like, Carlsen played here, and then the other guy would say Carlsen didn't play there because Carlsen's not playing in the World Championship. And the other guy's like, oh, yeah, that's right. And then they would discuss the game. Or there could be 6 GMs sitting around talking about nonsense. I don't want to watch that. I don't care about that. I might participate in it, but I don't want to watch it. So I can't watch it anymore. Also, ESPN is in the same basket. They used to, like CNN, every 30 minutes was the same sports highlights. And then they would have the next 30 minutes would be the same sports highlights. That was fine. Then I would see what happened in sports. Now, you watch Sports Center, there's 5 minutes of highlights, then there's 10 minutes of nonsense. There's like 10 minutes of, let's talk about this guy whose dad got in a car accident last year and he took 6 months off of school. What? I'm watching ESPN for that. Care about that. I want to see the Braves hit 3 home runs, and then half an hour later, I want to see the same 3 home runs the Braves hit. That's what I want. Thanks, King Ob1, King Groban. Thank you, Josh Groban. Thanks, Stonkfish. Thanks, A Freak in the Sheets. Yeah, like in the 80s and 90s, when you turned on a TV station, you knew what was going to happen. Like, it was the same, every day was the same, and it was good. And the other thing I don't understand, a lot of people complain that CNN is too liberal, and 99% of CNN is talking about Trump. And then when Trump wasn't president anymore, I thought they would talk about something else, but I was wrong. They just talk about Trump. That's all they talk about is Trump. It's a news station. There's several billion people in the world. There's a lot going on. So you don't have to spend 99% of your time talking about Trump. I mean, basically, all I do is watch TV. If I don't like what I'm watching, what am I supposed to do now? Etc. Can you say hi, Jeff? Hi, Jeff. I mean, there's billions of people in the world. They could talk about a lot of stuff, but they talk about Trump and that's it. They should just call CNN Trump. They should change the name of the station to Trump, because that's what you're getting. You're getting a lot of Trump. I will commentate next week starting Wednesday, Abdul Rahman. Wednesday through Sunday. I don't mind if all they do is talk about Trump. They should call the station Trump. Then I know what I'm getting. If I turn on Fox News, I know I'm just getting lies after lies and nonsense. I know that. So that's fine. I know what I'm getting. I don't watch it, but if I did, I would know what to expect. But if I watch CNN, I don't know. It's just Trump now. It's been like that for years. So lately, thanks Chess Riddle, lately I've been watching the local news. The local news, especially when I was growing up in Michigan, the local news was made up of the people doing the news, making sure the news rhymed. So they would always make jokes. It was supposed, and then sometimes the newscasters would talk to each other. But that's not news. I don't want to see two people talking to each other. I don't care about that. So it's hard to watch TV now. I have to just watch reruns of Rick and Morty, which is okay. Also, there's new Futuramas every week, but they're not very good. Yeah, MTV and ESPN and CNN used to be good. It used to be news, sports, and music videos. And you knew what you were getting. And you could watch the same videos, the same news, and the same sports over and over and over and over again. Man, that was great. Well, that was a fun tournament. So congrats to Glaurung, who got second. And there was a big tie for third, like 5 people. So congrats to all the third placers. Usually Bill Bonds was drunk. Go Bill Bonds. R.I.P. No, I never watched The Real World, but I did watch The Mad Real World on Chappelle's show. So I get the gist of it. Do you think it's impressive to win 5 rated games in a row? I mean, you should have probably put an apostrophe with it's, although we don't. It depends on who your opponents were. Like, if your rating was 2,400 and your opponents were all 200, that wouldn't be super impressive. High pure maple syrup. Go Hype Train. The Hype Train's, looking good or something. Got lots of Hype Trains going on. 10 cents from RH56. Thanks for the 10 bits. Probably I missed some donations. I don't see the ones I missed, but that's because I missed them. You can call me Coach Ben because I have a towel. That's correct. I'm going to be the new women's Spanish soccer coach. I hear they're looking for somebody. Oh, snap. Yeah, Gotham Chess got a lot of flack on X, which, obviously deserved. Thanks, Zumeri, and thanks, Jimbo Matthews. You guys are the best. Can't subscribe, can't join the tournament. Well, tournament's over. Subscribe you can do, you just probably don't know how. What did he get flack for? You know, he was dick riding Carlson, and he said, I agree with Carlson that chess has to change in these ways to make it more popular for myself. And then people were like, you know, chess doesn't exist for you, and so forth. It's sort of like chess.com thinks that they're chess, and Gotham Chess thinks that he's an important chess person and that his ideas are important in the chess world, and he should explain them. And so forth. But this is what happens. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So people think they're more important than they are. Can we play a Grand Prix at 2000 level? Is that like a car racing game? Yeah, chess is an unusual game because a lot of games and sports like baseball, football, soccer, hockey, we could go into board games also, like Scrabble and backgammon, poker. The people that are the most famous and make the most money in the other sports, not in chess, other sports, are good. So if you wanted to name famous baseball players, those baseball players were really good. They were the best in the world, or they are the best in the world. And that goes with everything. If you want to name famous poker players, those are good poker players. If you want to name famous football players, those are good football players. Those are the best. And chess doesn't work like that. And some people think that that's fine. And some people think that doesn't make sense. So the people who make the most money in chess and are the most famous should be the best. So basically we have Carlsen. He makes a lot of money and he's the best. And then we have a lot of people who are very famous and make a lot of money who are not world-class chess players, like the Botez sisters, and Eric Rosen, Canty, and Gotham Chess, and Bartholomew, and Aged Mador. Myself, I'm not really at their level. I'm not as famous as they are. And then when somebody is like top 20 in the world and they're famous like the other people I mentioned, then people think they're the best. So a lot of people who aren't in the chess world and a lot of people on my stream would think like Hikaru's the best player in the world because he's a world-class player and he's the most famous as far as making money in streaming. So you could argue that that's fine and the chess world's fine. Everything's fine. Or you could argue you would prefer to see Carlsen and the other top 10, top 20 players in the world being the most famous and making the most money, which is not the case. It used to be the case. In the 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, if you were making money in chess and you were famous, that's because you were the best. You know, Fischer, Kasparov, Karpov, and the other world champions and so forth. And now, you know, being famous is, you know, being popular. And what's funny is, you guys have to tell me this because I don't know. I'm not privy to the other streamers of games that aren't chess, because there's a lot of streaming going on that's not chess. And there's a lot of people who are super famous, like XQC, for example. So my question is to the chat, and I'm sure when this is on YouTube, I'm going to get a lot of people on YouTube chat comments saying something. The people who are the most famous and richest on YouTube and Twitch from games that they play, or just being a variety streamer, are those people typically the best? Or they're not the best, they're like just famous? If you see what my question is. So if you took all of the online games that people play that are popular, are the most famous people and the richest people the people who are really good at those games, or they just have some style that people like? The chat is saying the opposite. Some people in the chat are like, yes, the best players, and some are saying, no, it's not true. The chat's not helping me. Like, let's say there was a game called, thanks Old Fash. Okay, let's say there was a game called World of Warcraft, because there is. I don't know if people play that on Twitch. I'm sure they used to. But let's pretend that they do. And let's say somehow you could name the 10 best World of Warcraft players in the world. I don't know if you could do that. I don't know what the game is, but I've heard of it. Are those people making the most money and the richest? Or are the people who are World of Warcraft people, they're not the best in the world? They're just the most famous and get the most views. Maybe World of Warcraft was a bad example. Maybe I should have used another game. When XQC was top 10, what was XQC top 10 at? What is he famous for? Overwatch, Big Money, Gamatron. So it seems to me, I mean, a lot of you are arguing with each other in the chat. A lot of you are saying the best players in the world at these games are the most famous and the richest. And a lot of you are saying, no, it's the most entertaining people. It's not the best. So you guys aren't really answering my question because you're not in agreement in the chat. Right, like Conor McGregor is famous and rich, but he's terrible. So that's a good example of somebody has good publicity. Has a good publicity machine going. So it seems like typically the most famous chess streamers are not the best, with the exception of Hikaru, who's like top 5 in the world. And then the other famous chess streamers are, they're average players. Which Grandmaster is the most popular chess streamer who's not Hikaru? There's probably an obvious answer. Danya, that's a good answer. Magnus, like, never streams. I'm not going to count Magnus. Yeah, I like Danya. That's a good answer. Hansen, I forgot about Hansen. I guess the Chess Pro channel is more popular than Danya's. Yeah, so probably Aman and Eric. Yeah, they're both grandmasters. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct moves. Yeah, I agree with that. The chess.com guy. I wonder who that is. Yeah, but again, like, Hansen and Aman aren't world-class players. I mean, Hansen's a good grandmaster. He's not top 100 in the world. I like budget GM. I like that. Yeah, I didn't know Aman had tiers for GMs, but I like budget GM. He should throw British GM in there. Yeah, budget GM is good. I like that. Craigslist Master. What's the average rating for a GM? I mean, there's 1,700 GMs. I don't know. It's probably in the low 2,500s, I guess. Luboyevich would have been a great streamer. Yeah. He's still alive. He'd be a good streamer now. But probably doesn't have the technical acumen. Also, he's really old, so people aren't as interested. Yeah, Gingy would have been interesting. He's a funny guy. Do you think someone could learn how to play chess in their 40s and then become a grandmaster? I mean, nobody can become a grandmaster. Who is stronger, Danya or Eric? It's close, but Danya's a little stronger. It's close. Roman's videos put you to sleep. Well, they did something. Who was cuter, Danya or Eric? Also close. I don't know. That's a good question for Karen. Danya easy? Man, the truth hurts. Little known fact, although I've said it on the stream about 100 times, so it's more known now, but Eric Hansen was actually born in America. Go Eric Hansen. Kandanya beat Eric plus Aman. What? That's right. He sings "Oh Canada" whenever he gets a chance. Budget Canadian. That's right. Yeah, Eric Hansen was born in California. I ran into Eric Hansen at a bar in Toronto. A likely story. Yay, Lexi T subscribed. Who's cuter, Ben or Karpov? Man, that's a tough one. July 3rd, 2022. Wow. Is Anand retired? Anand has been semi-retired for a while. He plays once or twice a year. Doesn't play very often. No, he's not as retired as Kasparov. Kasparov doesn't play rated chess anymore. Kasparov's more retired. The tournament ended about 30 minutes ago, Karen. We only had 4 rounds because we didn't get enough players. So they lowered it to 4 rounds. We've just been waiting for you for half an hour. I've been waxing idiotic. Be right back, waxing. Good, good. Yeah, Fabiano's a pretty reasonable person. What's the plan for this evening? I'm going to stream, and then when our stream is over, I'm going to watch the Braves game. I might go to bed before it's over. Which place takes Prague after World Cup? I need a translator. Let's see, what did Karen say? What do you think of Prague's performance in the World Cup? That was a good performance. What will his Prague's new rank be? Like half of the chat, I don't understand what you guys are saying. It's just like gibberish. He played the half of the games. What does that mean? What? Budget chat. I can't understand the chat. I need a translator. I need a Twitch translator to English. Go Tunisia. Would you beat Prague at chess boxing? What? I asked Prague what this thing was on his forehead, and he told me it was to chalk up another victory. So I was like, all right. I mean, if you go to 2700chess.com, you can see ratings. Don't have to ask me. Xenoid gave 400 bits. Hooray. Who played better, Kamer or Abasov? I don't know. These questions are too difficult. Out of all the chess players we're talking about, only 2 of them are 2,800. Carlsen and me. That's it. Is it too late for Magnus to reach 3,000? Well, I mean, he was trying to get to 2,900, but then he lost breeding points.
Sorry, I just assumed you'd be doing the tournament.
I did.
Yeah. That's
I tried to make it 6 rounds, but it shortened it to 4 because there weren't a lot of players.
Yeah, let me just pull this back. How many rounds do you usually do? 6?
Yeah, I made it 6, but it changes it if there's not enough players.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I wasn't that far off then in my timing. If it had been a normal.
Yeah, calm the spam moves.
Hey, did you see the text? that I
Yes.
sent you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what's everybody up to?
Okay, for $1 trillion,
Yeah.
spell Pragnanandha.
I can try.
Yeah,
I'm not going to know.
okay.
All right. PR. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Just let me get it all out.
All right.
It's going to be wrong.
All right.
Praggn ANDHA. Okay.
No, it's PRAGGH was correct. I mean, sorry, PRAGGN was correct.
Okay.
Then it's Anand, ANAND, and then it's HAA.
Darn, I didn't have the HAA right. Okay, I knew it was
Right.
going to be wrong. I just don't know how to spell it.
Moves got several mistakes, and maybe he was just copying you. I don't know what he was doing, but everything Moves wrote was wrong.
Yeah. Well, what else has been going on down here?
People gave some subs.
Hey, Starson. Moo, Stonkfish.
I was explaining to them that in chess, the people who are the most famous and richest in chess and popular are not the best players, which I said is unusual for a game or a sport. And then I asked the chat, and the chat didn't agree. I asked them these games that I don't understand on Twitch, you know, like Overwatch and World of Warcraft, whatever. I said, are the people who are the most famous and have the most followers, are those the best players? And half the chat said yes, and half said no, those are just the most famous. They're not the best. And half said, yeah, those are the best. So I didn't get any, I still don't know.
I don't know much about any of those games. That's one idea, Lexi. The good players are busy playing and not promoting themselves. Yeah, I don't know much about, games other than poker and chess. The richest people in gaming are not the best. It's the streamers. Yeah, I don't know. Mint goes wild.
Once again, I need a translator.
A lot of super good players don't even stream. Yeah. I don't know, in chess and poker, it seems to be kind of a mix. Some of the streamers are really good, like Lex Feldhouse and others. But chess the same way. Hikaru's very good. You're good. Chess Bras, you got Komsky. You got a lot of, So I don't know about it. About the gaming world.
Yeah, half the chat, I don't understand what they're saying. Like, is there a financial difference between in America and the rest of the world?
Ben,
I need like a translation into English.
Or how about this? Ben, why does Shanklin make those weird mistakes at top events?
I mean, he's no talent.
He seems pretty good to me.
No.
Why do you think he's not good?
No talent.
Well, to be considered good, what do you have to do?
Like Fabi's good.
Okay, but can you be outside of the top 10 and still be good?
Barely.
Shanklin's pretty good.
Ugh.
He's good. Just admit it.
No, nobody likes him.
You don't have to like him.
Who said Korchnoi had no talent? I think Spassky.
Man, I cussed out a lady earlier. I'm still coming down from the adrenaline rush. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when you just get so mad and you have all this adrenaline that surges through your body and you just want to say fuck, fuck, fucking fuck, 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 fuck? That's what it was like. I was pretty mad. But nobody here ever seems to know about the Twitter Spaces. It was in a Twitter Space that was being recorded, and I essentially cussed out the host. And then when the space ended, she deleted it, and so now my friend Stacy was going to go listen to it, and that was her Friday night entertainment. She was joking, obviously, and now she can't hear it. And I kind of wanted to go back. I couldn't even remember what all I said because I was so mad. And I didn't yell, but I cussed a lot. You don't know what the Twitter Spaces are, Langstrand? It's like a group phone call in a way. You get in the space. When you get on Twitter, if any of your followers are in a space, all the spaces are at the top and you can see what spaces are going. There's lots of different spaces. Elon Musk does a space here and there about different. Actually, he might be doing one tonight. And there are lots of different types, but there are a lot of poker Twitter spaces. And I got into it today with one of them, and I just took a walk down that road and kept going. Let me see who's tweeting at me. Oh. My friend's tweeting at me. I don't know. It's hard to even explain what made me mad. I don't like to be condescended to and chastised like I'm a fucking 3-year-old. That's for starters. So didn't like that. And didn't like my words getting twisted. Didn't like getting talked over. Didn't like the condescension. And so I just pretty much lost my shit. I don't even know what all I said. I think I said I didn't do a goddamn thing wrong. You're not my fucking mother. Don't you fucking tell me what to do with that emphasis on fuck like you do when you're mad. I said fuck a whole lot. And then I got it all out of my system. And that was it. Bro looks tired. He does have the towel around his neck. Karen, what did you find more stressful, playing poker or chess in real life? I mean, You know, they both have their stresses because you want to win. So I can't really say one is more stressful than the other or less stressful than the other. They're both pretty stressful. If you're playing a game and you want to win, there's going to be some stress involved. What was the Twitter space discussion about? I don't even know. I got in there after I'd been running for a while, and it was just kind of a little background. You know, very little poker is discussed. And so I don't know what the various topics were, but some guy mentioned my name and said that this other woman, Lilith, blocked me, and this was on the tail end of a 15-minute dissection of Lilith's personality, and Lilith this, and she's not saying the truth here, and this, the other, and Lorenzo told me she is the one that booted me from a Twitter space the other day, and I said, well, I don't know why she'd do that. We haven't even really interacted, and he was very insistent that she did it, and so I DM'd her and I asked her about it, and she said she didn't do it. And I said, well, Lorenzo says you did it, so just come in the space and we can straighten it out. And I don't know, just turned into a little bit of a shit show. But, you know, I guess at the end of the day, it's not that important. I at least showed one person that I'm not a fucking doormat. I'll say that. I am no doormat. I told her not to shake her. Hey, I was proud of this line. Don't you shake your something about don't shake your metaphorical finger, or don't metaphorically shake your finger at me up on your high horse. I did say that. I got all these DMs. People were just letting me get the popcorn out. I got like 10 new follows in the span of 30 minutes, so it couldn't have been all bad. You could start over every hand in poker. You can make one wrong move in chess and lose. Well, not if your all in is incorrect. Not, you know, not if you lose all your chips. You know, it's kind of hard to get back in there, but you can. You can.
So I'll play Blindfold.
Yeah, we can do some blindfold.
I have a towel also.
I see the towel. Okay, let me get.
So I got a towel and a blindfold. That way, if you ask me, is it easy to play blindfold, my answer will be no sweat.
I mean, we just got a new HVAC. I'm not sure. Well, it is hot outside, but I mean, you can turn it down a little bit.
No, it's cold.
Huh?
I just sweat a lot, especially if I eat or drink something hot.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys need to challenge Ben. Are we playing anybody or subs?
No, just make sure they're low rated.
That's all you care about. Okay, so anybody can challenge Ben. We're going to do, you know, as many blindfold games as he, you know, it's tiring, so we'll do a few. And I think the command on there is what? Exclam challenge? Is it set to 3 or 5?
It should be set to 5 because
that was the last
Sunday
one.
was the last.
Okay, so that's perfect.
As long as they're challenging 5-minute unrated, it's good.
Yeah, so we needed some challenges, and then I'm getting ready. I'm going to move the pieces for Ben. And somebody that's, you know, I see one, Charlemagne. Let me see, 1402.
What's the time control?
5-minute unrated.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. All right, Charlemagne. the great. We'll get you in here. Let me. All right, I'm just, hopefully I don't make any wrong moves, but I'm not promising per usual. You're white.
D4.
D5.
C4.
E6.
Knight C3.
Bishop B4.
Knight F3.
Knight F6.
Bishop G5.
Knight B to D7.
E3.
Castles.
Bishop D3.
H6.
Bishop H4.
Bishop. Wait a minute. Where's H4? Oh, backwards. So where is it? Queen E8.
Castles.
Bishop takes C3.
B takes C3.
Knight E4.
Queen C2.
F5.
Knight to D2.
G5.
Bishop G3.
Knight takes G3.
H takes G3.
Knight F6.
F3.
Never play it.
Never did.
King F7.
E4.
King E7.
E takes F5.
King D8.
Rook F E1.
Queen F7.
C takes D5.
E takes D5.
C4.
C6.
C takes D5.
C takes.
Rook A C1.
H5.
Queen C5.
B6.
Queen D6 check.
Queen D7.
Queen takes F8 check.
Knight E8.
F6.
G4.
Bishop F5.
Queen D6.
Rook takes knight mate.
Nice.
Close. How many mistakes did I make? This is a relatively new thing. They put this on top here so the chat can see.
Oh, what does it say? Game review. Oh.
It says how many mistakes I made and such. Thanks, respect, Morphe for 100 bits.
Oh. I didn't even remember it wasn't there before.
Yeah, I didn't make mistakes.
And me neither. I hate it if I move the wrong piece.
Looks like somebody fooled with my mouse.
I got them all.
Let's see if I played in the 90s. What did the chat think?
A perfect game, says Abdul. That was cold, says CEO Boss Man.
I played 90.3 and he played 70.8. Okay, so it says Bishop D3 is dubious, so that's wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Queen E8's a weird move. It says Queen C2 is dubious, which is also wrong. Queen C2 is a good move. Okay. Knight D2 is a miss. I could have punished my opponent's error. I could. I guess I could play CD and then C4. That's the only thing that makes any sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
C takes D5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a bad move. I could take either way here. I think HG's better. I'm not sure. Yeah, HG's better. It doesn't like F3, but I want to play E4. It says I was winning if I didn't play F3. Now I'm just +1.
What was the best move if not F3?
Probably CD, because then if he takes this, I win the F pawn.
Oh, why don't the lines show?
No, I can look. It's going to be CD.
Okay.
Yeah, CD. Yeah, then he went insane. So up until now, he's just played typical, like 1400 chess. Not too good, but not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not too good. Here he went nuts. Then he just played like a lunatic. Remember what he played here?
In a good way or a bad way?
No. Do you remember what he played here?
No. Okay. Well, no, I can't remember. Or the king moved
Yeah,
in a weird spot.
King F7.
Yeah, that was the move. Yeah, that was
nonsensical.
that I didn't understand, and I thought, oh, I guess he was trying to get over there,
No, but okay, he's just giving material
wasting
away.
moves, and I would have just moved my pieces.
Yeah, then I played good. Yeah, Queen C5 is best.
Yeah, I remembered it.
Yeah, if he plays either bishop d7 or knight d7. I play queen c7 mate because it blocks his queen. So he has to play queen d7.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on here.
Yay, bishop f5 is best. I also have queen takes knight mate, but this looked more brutal. You really outplayed your opponent. You were a cut above your opponent in the middle game. Well, yeah, here I'm better. All right, that's enough blindfold. Tired. That was like one whole
No,
game.
you gotta do. Oh, you gotta do more than that.
But I'm tired. Or I'll do one more.
Yeah, why are you so tired?
Because that was hard.
Yeah, you gotta do more than one.
One's good. Then I analyzed it.
Cause
I'll do one more.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to do like over an hour of puzzles. And
Yeah, you do.
No, and people get bored by too many puzzles.
Bonarici.
Except for Bonarici.
You forgot about the question you saved for Karen. I don't even know what you're talking about.
What question?
Oh. Probably just crazy.
Yeah. 90% is great. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. They were asking who's better looking, Danya or Eric. And I said I didn't know. Only you would know. Then a couple people in the chat said it's obviously Danya.
Between Eric Rosen and Danya? Or Eric Hansen?
Eric Hansen and Danya.
Who's better looking?
I didn't know, but two people in the chat were adamant it was Danya.
Well, I'm not going to say.
But you do have an opinion?
Yeah.
All right.
You know, I like those guys. It's like the Botez sisters. I will never say one is cuter than the other, ever.
What if you're on your deathbed?
No.
Oh.
Rosebud. No, I would never do that. But, you know, they're nice looking guys. It's, you know.
What if they're on their deathbed and they're like, Karen, which one of us is better looking? We're dying. And they're like, I can't tell you.
No, can't do it. You know, they're nice looking. They're both nice looking enough to get by in this world. All right, so we've got a 1240 and a 1502.
Always the lowest.
Well, they're next, too, so that's the fairest. C. Benson, 5. C. Benson, 5, 1240. Okay, so here we go. And again, apologies in advance if I move the wrong piece. You're white.
D4.
D5.
C4.
E6.
Knight C3.
Knight F6.
Bishop G5.
Deja vu.
This is different.
Oh, I thought you moved your bishop here.
He didn't play Knight F6, my first guy. He played Bishop B4 first.
H6.
Bishop takes F6.
Takes F6. G takes F6.
C takes D5.
Okay. E takes C5.
E3.
Bishop B4.
Queen A4 check.
Knight C6.
Knight E2.
Bishop D7.
Queen C2.
Rook G8.
A3.
Bishop A5.
B4.
Bishop B6.
Knight takes D5.
Bishop G4.
Knight on E2 to F4.
Queen D6.
Queen E4 check.
King D7.
Bishop B5.
Rook A to E8.
Queen to C2.
Rook G5.
Queen B3.
A6.
Bishop takes C6 check.
B takes C6.
Knight takes B6 check.
C takes.
Castles.
H5.
A4.
Rook E to G8.
B5.
Bishop E6.
B takes C6 check.
Queen takes C6.
D5.
Bishop takes d5.
Rook a d1.
They have about a minute. You have about 1:24. King e7. I'm sorry, king c7.
Rook takes d5.
Rook takes d5.
Queen takes d5.
Queen e8.
Rook c1 check.
King b8.
Queen d6 check.
King a8.
Queen takes b6.
Queen e4.
Queen takes a6 check.
King b8.
Queen b5 check.
King a8.
h3.
Queen e5.
Queen takes e5.
Oop, they timed out.
It wasn't me.
No,
Oh.
you have more time.
It was very interesting if they played rook takes g2 check. I didn't see a way for them to win, but maybe they're just winning. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play great that game. Although I'm winning the final position.
Mm-hmm.
I played 62 and they played 54. Yeah. Okay, so they made a mistake on move 4, played h6, which just loses. So now you either lose a pawn or get this terrible pawn structure. So white's already strategically winning here. Queen c2 is an inaccuracy. Does it want me to play queen b3? Probably. Dang, it wants me to play queen b3. All right.
And attack the pawn? Or?
I mean, it doesn't matter much. I'm winning strategically. That just loses a pawn.
Mm-hmm.
So here I'm pretty winning, +3. Queen c2. I keep playing queen c2.
Yeah, I noticed that.
He can play bishop takes d4, so I should play queen d3. So that was a mistake. It says I'm 15-50 and he's 16-50, but I won. Queen b3 double question mark. What does it want me to do? Queen c4? Maybe queen c4. Oh, just take that. Yeah, I could just take everything and castle. That would make sense. Okay. I didn't take this pawn with check because I just... Yeah, I mean, he plays rook e7, and I got to move my queen again. And I wanted my I don't want him to play queen takes knight on f4 because I'm pinned here.
I was wondering why you didn't
I just
take the
wanted
pawn.
I just wanted a castle. And then
Yeah.
here, I didn't see what the point of this was. I just wanted to attack his king. So I just kept attacking his king. So this is very interesting. A rook a d1's a miss. Oh, I should play rook f d1. So my king has f1. Well, that was dumb. I should definitely play rook f d1. And that was silly.
I mean,
Yeah, because then if he plays rook g2, I can take it and play king f1.
okay.
In the game, I was just going to play king h1.
Let's see.
So he didn't play this, which is the only move I looked at. That's best. Okay, that's... And then I didn't know what he would do here. It looks good for him, but okay, well, he has to do something. So he can play... He can go into this endgame. He can check, and then take my queen, and then take and go into this exchange down endgame. This says I'm winning after rook b1. This is just winning. This isn't even hard. So what are they talking about? No, I'm just winning here. Oh, so this is just winning. Yeah, this is winning just... I didn't know what he would do here, but what he does do is no good. So I'm still winning here also. Okay, but this is crazy. He played king c7, so now I'm just up a piece. And then I got Luft. Go Luft. Yeah, I didn't play rook c7 because my back rank is weak. So I just played h3 because I'm playing Blindfold. So I
Right,
figured
yeah.
I'll play rook c7 next move.
Yeah.
But then he went here, so I can't play rook c7.
Yay. Thank you, Finbine Gold. How's it going?
That wasn't my best game. That's why I wanted to quit after the first game.
I was
Now
real worried.
Now I look like an idiot.
I felt real tense during the game, like
Thanks,
it was
Fenbine
going
Gold.
to go south. I'm going to scoot over.
Eh,
I'm off.
can't see. That's because I didn't use towel power.
Yeah, Blindfold's pretty cool.
And that was embarrassing. First game was good.
Well, I mean, I felt worried about it, but you grandmastered your way through it.
Yeah, my position was too good. Okay, puzzles quick.
Okay, guys, we're
before-
going to do puzzles
before
because
they make me
I think Ben's tired of
play
Blindfold.
terrible.
But I would certainly have loved more Blindfold. But, you know, I'm not the one having to do it. Is it just real exhausting?
I'm just no good. Old.
You won both the games.
Ugh, it said I played 1550.
You don't be such a
I
perfectionist.
went from 2550 to 1550. How would I have played the third game? Estimated rating 550. Yeah. Harsh. Thanks, Sven Beingold.
All right, let me see.
It wasn't 9 guys, but I like the way you think, Fen Beingold. Third game just 50. Yeah. I guess that's the answer.
Yeah. I don't have it. You already got it?
Mm-hmm. It's not easy.
It's not easy?
No.
All right. Well, I'm just going to look for another
I
minute.
have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, well, that
And
gives me time to look.
actually, yeah, that's...
All right, so Ben's going
That's
to go
your
to the
best hope.
bathroom. I can't look at chat while he's gone because you guys might get the right answer. They might get the right answer. He doesn't think you guys will, but I think, you know, you could. So I'm not going to look, but I'm just going to keep looking. Hopefully he'll hurry. But I'm just, in a way it's good because I need a lot of time. Now let's see. Go there. Let's see, darn. Tough one. All right, I think I got my first move. Let me see. Yeah, that makes sense. 7. I kind of have an answer. I don't know if it's right. Let me just double check my work. He always finds a hole in it. Now let me see. There we go. Blocks me there. No, that didn't quite work. Darn. Yeah. Let me see. I may have my first move, but
Darn, I didn't fall down the stairs.
there.
I was just thinking of this funny thing on Seinfeld.
Wait a minute. Let me do this first.
Yeah.
Can you tell me after? I just can't do it both.
Oh, you don't have an answer.
No, I thought I do. I need to keep looking at it.
No, I was going to tell the chat the Seinfeld story.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
No.
All
So
right.
George doesn't want to get married, but he's engaged. So he's discussing with Jerry what to do about it. And Jerry says, like, break it off with her. And he says, I can't. So then George has an idea, says, I know what I could do. I could take a flight. And there's a pause, and Jerry says, you're hoping the plane crashes? And he's like, yeah. And Jerry says, that's got to be 1,000,000 to 1. And he says, well, it's something. But I like the way Jerry's like, take a flight. Why? So maybe it'll crash. But that was an unusual thing on Seinfeld, that he was thinking of flying somewhere hoping his plane would crash. Let me see how the chat's doing. Anyway, she ended up dying, so.
Darn. I thought I had it, and then
It seems like there would be a lawsuit about the company that made the envelopes.
So wouldn't their first move be rook c7?
Uh-huh.
And I guess they're in a block, maybe, with the rook. That's the only move I see. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, rook g7. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, if I take, this is what I looked at. If I take that and then they go there, which they have to do. There's a way to fork. I see that if the queen weren't there, I could get a fork going on. Let me see. Takes.
That's right, Stonkfish. Very good. Archer's going to play in a tournament tomorrow at our old chess club. Go Archer.
Well, I think the next move is rook g7.
No, but you said the right thing.
I see the fork on F6.
Yeah, you said everything right.
Darn. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know how to
So
arrange
you have to
it
play
so
Queen
it's
G7,
Oh.
then play Knight F6.
Oh, okay, darn.
And you have to play Knight F6 before you take the Queen back.
What?
What's wrong with what I said? I guess after Queen takes Knight F6, check King G6, Rook takes King F6. That's completely winning after Rook takes B7. There must be something that's more winning.
All right.
I'm pretty sure this is completely winning, but there might be something that's more winning, but I didn't see it.
These puzzles suck.
I didn't see the more winning line. I just saw the line that wins for me.
All right, I'm going to look harder. I'm going to look back at my move. You rejected it. Maybe it's right. Let's see if I go there.
Yeah, it's your move. Yeah. This is the key move.
Yeah?
Yeah, the next one's
All
the
right,
key
well,
move.
let me look.
This is the key move.
I don't want any hints at all.
Yeah. If my move is +3, I'm going to complain to chess.com.
Because this is what all I looked
Oh,
at.
no, this is like +7.
But this is where I wasn't real clear. Because I still see that fork there, but it's not going to happen unless I do something.
This is better than my line, but my line seems like it's completely winning. So I'm furious.
Oh, that's the fork I was looking for. The queen fork. Okay, so I think it's... Oh, no, then he can block there. Oh, but then I get the other fork. Yeah, queen F5.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got queen D7. No, wait. Oh, wait, because there's that pin. Oh, you can still go... Let me see. If I take and then he take. Oh, yeah, because there was that block. If I take it, then he takes. Oh, yeah, because... Wait, let me just look. I think if I check with the knight, but let me just see where he can go. Yeah, because then you're forking, and there's a pin. So I think it's knight F6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3,000.
Anybody get it? I believed in chat all along. I couldn't look. See, Mountain. I believe you, Mountain Dude. I got most of it. Okay, I got confused there at the end. You weren't close, Bonarici. I believed in you, chat.
This is only plus 1.4. So this isn't winning enough. Man, I'm up the exchange and a pawn. Yeah, damn.
Wait, what was the rating?
3,000 exactly.
Man, that was
now
tough.
It's 1.5. No, the other way is more winning than this, but this is too winning to be in the puzzle.
I know some stuff. I'm not the best, but I can see some moves. Somebody says, yeah, Finn Beingold's crying foul. He says bogus puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, the other way, this wins more, so that's better. Next.
Haven't seen you in a while, Mountain Dude. How's it been going? All right, let's see.
Nine-month-old has started furniture cruising.
Yeah, who said that?
Mountain Dude.
Nice.
Fenn Beingold, your story doesn't check out. If he wins the candidates, he'd have to play against Ding. Also, he won't play in the candidates or in the World Championship. But that's a separate issue.
I just now noticed I was in check. I'm like looking at all this other stuff. I mean, that's terrible. Pretty bad. All right, let me see. I'll start looking at other stuff.
They did have a situation which didn't happen in the women's where your scenario could happen where the women's world champion and the challenger was the same person. It was something like whoever wins the World Cup can play the world champion, but it could have been the same person. But they changed that. So. I can beat any Magnus Carlsen whose name is spelled that way.
Let's see, this one's tough.
The good news is, what's his name is still alive. Amazing. Mike Ditka. Who would have thunk it?
Darn, I don't think I'll be able to get it. Let me look another moment. Did Bonarici get it yet?
He didn't say nothing.
Bonarici, should I keep working on it?
Should always keep working if you don't know.
Well, I'm not going to make everybody sit here all day, but he always says I give up too quickly, and he's still working
I guess
on
playing Blindfold's a handicap because I played really badly the second game. Although I do play really badly when I look, too. So I don't know.
I was worried about it. I see 3 pieces, 2 rooks. Okay, so it's even. Material. Okay, so I guess I just don't know. Let me look what I do after I get out of check. See if I can find something better than that.
I like Dr. Jowry's answer because
Because what?
his first move for black is just like random letters. I can't even figure out what he means. Usually I understand the typo. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
He wrote a move that's never possible in chess. He wrote H takes E4. And I'm like, you can never play H takes E4. So I don't know what that means.
Oh, I'm sure it's obviously a typo.
I don't know what it's a typo for.
Let me see what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do after I get, like, maybe there's a different way to get out of check. This better.
Hey, Jal.
There.
H takes G4, you mean? What? Anyway, based on your answer, you're banned. Fenn Beingold should have said JK, no JK.
Darn, I hate to give up, but let me see. I feel like giving up. It just seems too hard. I don't know. I can't do this one.
Well, you're in check. So
Well, I either have to go King H2.
Yeah, King H2.
That's the most obvious one. But I didn't know what their response was because
I don't know what else you would do. Everybody else is suggesting this, which is nonsensical.
I don't understand the puzzle.
Why would you go here?
I understand I have to get out of check.
Well, you're threatening bishop takes rook check, and you're threatening queen takes e6 check.
I know, but it...
Yeah, that was one of the two moves I thought they might play. Knight check or rook takes knight. I don't want them to take this with check, so I would take with the bishop. Then I would take this bishop, so I'm threatening mate. No, but I'm threatening mate.
Darn.
Oh, knight takes knight stops mate. Darn.
What now?
After knight takes, I thought like pawn takes mate, but knight takes stops mate.
Well, that was what I was looking at all along, was the knight preventing that mate. But I didn't do all these other moves in my solution. I guess here then. 30-50. Nobody in the chat suggested king h2. Well, that's the most obvious answer, but I couldn't figure out what the follow-on moves were going to be because I didn't understand the puzzle.
I thought it was too easy.
These puzzles are not easy tonight.
Bishop g4 doesn't make any sense. Why would you pin your bishop? What?
Hey, somebody texted me. I forgot.
Anyway, you're banned. Everybody's banned. Okay, next puzzle.
Wait, I gotta text Stacy.
I only have one move that wins here.
Okay.
I guess that wins. I solved it. So we're black and we're going this way. Because, we're black.
There's a lot of noise up there.
Mm-hmm. And Bonarici already put an answer down. God damn.
Oh, yeah, that's stalemate. Let me see. I want to do that. He got it already?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, go, Bonarici.
Karen, you're doing great! Exclam.
Yeah, well, I'm not really.
After that second blindfold game, I can't play anymore.
Wore you out. Let me see. Man, Bonarici got it already. And here I am still struggling.
Dr. Jowry, I never know what you're talking about. This is the second time in a row.
What?
You write one legal move, then you write a lot of stuff that's not legal. Anyway, you're banned again. Yeah, but at least I knew what Krylonis' move was. I could understand his illegal move.
Darn, I'm not going to give up quite yet. Seems hard with this stalemate possible.
Have you considered coming down to ATL proper for some live stream chess? There are some active clubs. If only you knew how much we didn't discuss that. It's amazing. It's the world heavyweight champion of not thinking of doing that.
Yeah, that hadn't been discussed.
Oh, by the way,
Oh, wait.
this isn't a
I got
joke
an
because it's
idea.
not funny. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you read the guy who owns Jimmy John's. Yeah, he bought Subway,
No, I didn't hear that.
which I thought was weird. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have time. You know, Ben could come down there. I don't have time to come.
yeah, I'm gonna come down there.
But I mean, I'm playing a lot of poker. That's really all I want to do. Pretty much any chance I get. You know, with a little
Yeah,
chest.
if I want to see strangers, I'll use a high-powered telescope. I'll pay for your gas. Oh, snap.
All right, so wait. I see if I go there.
Karen lived in Midtown before you were born.
Those are my old stomping grounds. I love Midtown.
Yeah, we go to Midtown to eat at fancy restaurants, not to play chess with you losers. Terrible.
Those are Ben's thoughts, not mine. I would not have used the word loser. Now, let's see.
FMs, that's even worse.
I think it's 92.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I did it. And then rook c1. And you just take the rook.
2330.
Darn, I don't know why that took me so long. That wasn't even hard once I saw it. I did get it, though. Where is it in Midtown? I do love Midtown.
Yeah, we could go eat.
Yeah, where is it? Maybe we'll reconsider. Now, what is it that's going on? What chess event?
They just play chess there, he said. It sounds like an informal meetup.
Oh, like a little informal.
That's what it sounds like.
Hey, I would consider it. I was just kind of joking around. Where is it in Midtown? It's like 30 people. I know that they used to do chess at Manuel's Tavern. Are you talking about there or somewhere else? I used to live there. I don't know if the Buddies is still there. There's a Buddies right across from Manuel's, and there's those gray apartments called North High Ridge. I lived in those.
He said public
3
draft house.
times. Oh, public draft house. Okay, so not Manuel's.
White could have not taken the knight, and then black was threatening knight here, mate, with advantage. Ready?
Yeah. And you live stream it and make money stomping on plebes in real life.
Boo. I solved it.
All right, black to move. Yeah, I would we could tie it in with some kind of Midtown dinner.
Well, yeah, now you're talking.
That I mean
Here's what we'll do. Like, we could have a restaurant that's 5 minutes away, and we have a 7 o'clock reservation, and then we get to the chess place at 6:55, and then at 6:50, we got to go. Yeah, that'd be
Hey,
great.
what's the address? Where is the public? Well, I can look it up.
What's it called? Is it like next to Publix? I don't mind going to Publix.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the where you're talking about.
It says it's been closed forever. 654 Peachtree Street Northeast. We went to a place once that was a bar.
That sounds close to the Fox. I used to live like right where that 999 building is on Peachtree Place, right near the Midtown station, and so that part of Peachtree I know is like 900, so it's a little bit south of there. But I don't
What's
know.
the place we went to once?
Oh, it's next to the Fox. See,
Yeah.
I know that area very well.
What's the place we went to once? They had chess in a bar. I don't think they were playing.
I'm not sure. Was it
They
in
played
Midtown?
they played on Saturdays. I don't know. It was like 8 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it. I have to think about it. Yeah, I love that area.
Yeah, we went to a relatively nice Indian place near there once. Me, you, and the kids.
Oh yeah, for New Year's or Christmas
I
Eve.
don't know.
Christmas Eve, maybe.
Yeah, I think
I
it was
remember
Christmas
that. Yeah,
Eve.
that was good
Yeah.
food. Yeah, that was right. Yeah, that was the same area. See, now we just turned it all around into a fun outing.
It's literally next door to the Fox. What about figuratively?
All right. Let's see.
My favorite Indian food is Indian food that goes in my mouth. That's my favorite. Probably not far from the vegan restaurant we went to a couple times.
Yeah. Let's see if I go there.
Urban Fix sounds right.
And then you can't go there. Or there. Or there. Yeah, so your king can't move.
But about a third of Indian food is vegan. Yeah, the vegan place is good. A bit expensive, but it was good.
Man. That seems like the right first move. But you might go there.
I actually had lunch over at Vishy's place in Chennai in 2011. That was a while ago. His kid Akil was still a baby. He was a good baby. No, he was good. Yeah, I was at India for the World Junior Championship. I was a coach. You did your duty to HCL chess. Good job, Acratic. To tell her. I said bye to him. He's leaving. We'll have to wear our gloves in case we accidentally touch one of them. Ew.
I hope nobody tries to bring that space stuff up to me. I'd rather just, move along from it. But
Now you can create your own spaces and kick people out. And
I don't care about doing it. It's just in the background. It's something I do. But I don't have to do it. And if it's brought up to me in such a manner where it's suggested that I have to apologize for cussing somebody out, I ain't gonna fucking do it.
yeah, you're an hour and 40 minutes late for the tournament, Zalarian.
Ain't gonna happen. That's just more time for me to do important things and waste my time in spaces, We're gonna call it God's will. Even though I don't believe in God.
What about God's wounds?
Moons?
Zounds. Wounds.
All right, now let me just figure this thing out. Let's see, there.
Well, you believe in God more than I do.
Yeah. That's accurate.
But less than a lot of people.
Darn, I can't quite do it. Because I want to take that pawn, but I wanted to get my rooks in a position. I just don't see what to do. So maybe you should go ahead and do
Okay,
it.
so the rook is cutting off the king.
Yeah.
So we want this rook here, and we want the other rook to be on the H file, because that would be checkmate.
Yeah.
So of all these squares, which ones can the rook go to that's checkmate?
Don't do that.
Out of those 8 squares, one of them is checkmate. Only one.
I don't know. I just can't see it.
This is checkmate. That's the only move that's
Oh,
checkmate.
okay. I didn't know
other,
that's what you
Every
meant.
other move is
I was
not
trying
checkmate.
to maneuver it. I didn't move.
So now how do you get your rook here?
Rook e6.
Yep. And then you go pre-move this next move.
Yeah. Darn.
27-30.
I didn't approach that in the correct problem-solving manner.
Mm-hmm.
You got it in 2 seconds. Yeah, it's not hard. I just didn't. I don't know. I just couldn't do it.
Maybe rook e4 to pin the pawn so you win the race. Banned.
Well, I'm glad you got it, Bonarici.
What would surprise you more? If God just showed up here, and was like, I'm God, and you're like, all right. Right? Like, surprising, right? Mm-hmm. Or if we won, like, the mega billions, whatever. What would be more surprising to you?
Well, God. Because it's way less likely.
Wait a minute. You're agnostic. You're supposed to say it's like 50-50. So you're like, if God does exist, he's not coming here and saying, hey.
No.
Yeah. So.
He's got better things to do.
Yeah.
He's hanging out in the Twitter space.
Yeah. The best part would be to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, even though I'm a vegan. If God comes here and says, you're going to win the lottery, then both happened. That'd be great.
I also had, I wish you guys knew more about what was going on in the poker world. Because I want to tell somebody about the weird thing with the guy from Facebook that now follows me on Twitter, but it denies it's him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's some weird stuff. And then he got into another.
So the poker world is different than the chess world. The chess world, women complain that men are harassing them. And in the poker world, people claim they have cancer and then say, you should give me money because I have cancer. And then they do. And then they're like, wait, do you really have cancer? And they're like, yeah, maybe. And then they argue about it for months. That's what's going on in the poker world.
No, nobody's arguing, but there are definitely some detectives busy trying to figure out. There's always a scam, and there are a lot of scams in the poker world, but it's mainly there's a lot of money in the poker world, and there are a lot of really generous people in the poker world, but they're also pretty gullible. Like the Rampage one.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, Rampage Poker, I mean, he lends some dude. I could have told him within 10 seconds of looking at the guy, he's obviously a scammer. Rampage gives him $500,000, and, he's not going to get it back.
Wait, this guy has a funny question.
Yeah.
Any chance you'll play the Michigan Open ever again? Is it more likely God shows up here and says, hey, or I play in the Michigan Open again? That's a good question.
I could see it happening.
No, I've retired from chess, and if I was not retired, I wouldn't play in the Michigan Open. But who would do that?
Anyway, I'm not going to launch into my long story, but
I'm one of the few people,
Yeah.
and there's like 3 of us, that have won the Michigan Open 7-0.
You told me that.
Very few people have done that. What if your appearance fee for the Michigan Open is $10,000? Okay, then I'd play.
Yeah, that is a lot of money. That's a main event buy-in.
The last time I played the Michigan Open, I lost to everybody. Like Atulia beat me, and Seth Homa beat me, and somebody's brother beat me, and somebody's sister beat me.
Real question: if God actually did show up, would you even believe it or be able to?
I would
acknowledge
ask
it?
if something appeared and said they were God. I would just ask where the Cardinals play, and if he knew, I would know he's God. Right? Like, for example, where do the Cardinals play? See?
I don't know.
Right. Nobody knows. But God would know. There's a Simpsons episode where God's yelling at Homer, and Homer yells it back at him. And then God goes, okay, you're right. And then God's like, where do the Cardinals play? And Homer's like, he's like, oh, yeah, that's right. Because he can't remember. Yeah, he argued with God and he won. Because Homer decided to sleep in instead of go to church. So God yelled at him in his dream. And he's like, why should I go to church when Reverend Lovejoy this and that? And he's like, you're right. I hate that guy.
Hey, trying to learn. How's it going? Oh, you lost your slow game.
If you're in a cartoon, and I know a lot about cartoons, and you want to know if somebody's God, okay, very easy. Typical cartoon characters have 4 fingers. Typical. But God has 5 fingers. In all cartoons where the characters have 4 fingers, God has 5 fingers. That's how you know it's God.
Hey, trying to learn. What happened with your game? Hey, Joel, how's it going?
If something appeared here and said they were God, and I asked them, will the Lions ever win the Super Bowl? If there's any answer other than like uproarious laughter, I'll know it's not God. But if he just starts laughing, then I'll be like, all right, then you're God.
I gotta just look on my phone real quick. I'm getting DMs. Let me tell her.
Soon you'll rule the X space.
Well, she says they're talking about you in here, and Sherry. See, I'm hot property now on the spaces. If you get involved in a little squabble or a little scam or a little anything, now they want you to come get on their space. I've never been DM'd to get on a space.
You lost today? You never lose. You really lost today trying to learn? I've been complimenting how you win every game. I lost a rook and pawn and Jim. What are you, Bonarici over there?
Hang on, let's do another puzzle. Won't let me.
Okay.
I gotta just answer this. Okay. Yeah, see, they're wanting me up so I can tell them the story. She deleted the recording.
Mm-hmm. I heard.
I mean, she probably didn't want everybody hearing me cuss her out.
Expletive deleted.
That's probably the best. I'm not dying for that to get out there either,
I solved it.
Let's see. There's that move.
What's your rating last time I was here a while ago? Oh, what? I'm 2,800 blitz. Which it says that right before you ask, so I don't know. Oh, trying to learn's rating. He's pretty high rated. He's higher than his handle.
Okay, let's see. Let me try. It's nothing I do works. Okay, I got a different idea now. Let's see. Check there.
I'm 25 years old. Ugh. Started chess 2 years ago. I'm 1500 blitz, 1700 rapid. How hard is it for me to get to 2000 OTB in 5 years, in your opinion? Ugh. It's fairly hard.
I mean, we have heard that one before. Before is all. All right, now let me focus. I got to get some checks going here. Check there.
The only way to get your rating up for sure is to donate money to this stream and sub and stuff.
Give us
You're
all your
not
money.
a sub, so I don't see how you could get that rating up like that.
That's it exactly. All right, now let's see. Check.
Hi, Grandmaster Feingold. My child was born yesterday. What are the chances he'll get into Harvard? And if so, do you think he could get a PhD at either MIT or Stanford? What do his job prospects look like in those cases? Ugh. And then I'm like, are you Asian? And they're like, obviously. I'm like, well, then you're looking good.
Yeah, don't come out of your room to
Yeah,
your doctor.
to your doctor.
To your doctor.
That's right. Dad, I'm 12 years old. You doctor yet? Dad, I'm 12. You don't come out of your room till you doctor. I like the way the dad has an Asian accent and the kid doesn't. And they really worked hard on that.
All right, I'm sorry. Let me focus. I can't do it. All right, check.
No, it's just a lot of people ask the same question. I've been playing chess for 3 years, and my son was born yesterday, and my wife was yelling at me, and I'm 1250, and in 3 years, can I be 1375? And I'm like, why are you asking me? I don't know.
All right.
And my legs are the literal knot. Could you untie my legs for me? No, I cannot.
Check. Okay, then you could go.
Everybody's different. So you get better, you don't get better. You know, it depends.
All right, I think I
The
have
harder
it.
you work, the better your chances will be of improving.
Wait, let me just try to get it check. Maybe it's there. If I could check there.
I ask my son every day if he's messy yet, and he says my room is messy, and they're like, all right. Yay, 100 bits. The only way to guarantee improvement. Good job. That's right, Stonkfish.
I mean, I just can't see all the moves. I think it's knight f6. Oh, well, see, I was never going to find it.
Thinking here.
Well, I looked at pawn moves. I just can't calculate
So
it.
it's king f5, as Bonarici said. And now
Oh.
we have two threats.
I didn't consider
Bonarici
it.
didn't see both threats. He only saw one.
Yeah.
However, Bonarici did see the other threat in another variation, which is weird, but he didn't see it in this one. After king f5, I'm threatening knight f6 mate.
Yeah.
So you have to play rook takes knight, and then Bonarici gave up. But after king f5, rook takes knight, you play g4 check, king h4, rook takes mate. And what's funny is Bonarici saw here threatening mate, then gave up after this. Then he suggested h3, g4, rook here mate, and then didn't play a good defense for black, so it worked. Very suspicious.
Well, he had more ideas than me. I had the maid on the side there. I saw all that, but yeah, just didn't understand that puzzle.
3,051. What?
It wasn't easy.
No.
I couldn't get it at all.
No. Now, if you worked 20 minutes on that puzzle and you were 1,500 rapid, and the electricity went out in your house and you lost internet, can you still solve it? All right, one more.
Yeah. How long is? Yeah, another one's good.
Mm-hmm.
We can call it an evening. I'm wanted on the spaces.
Milady.
All right. I don't even know if they're still doing the space. Man, it was so epic. I'm sorry that Stacy didn't get to see it.
I solved it.
Me in all my glory. Darn. It doesn't happen like that very often, where it's just a complete and utter meltdown, and I am all in,
Mm-hmm.
and I am not taking any shit. My voice was trembling a little bit from the emotion because I was trying not to yell, and I could feel it, the adrenaline. I'm like, God, I knew I thought to myself, yeah, I'm about to lose it, and there's nothing I can do, and then I did. Boo. All right, so if I go there.
Mona Ricci solved it. It was strange.
Well, I have the first move, probably. Let me make sure I'm not in check. And then, so you have to go there.
You heard of the comedian Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
He said he would win a race against a guy who used to play in the NFL. So they raced, and then Kevin Hart ended up in a wheelchair. He fell and hurt himself. He hurt like his abdomen or something.
Wait, they were running. I was half listening on
He
foot?
said he said he could win a race against the guy who played in the NFL.
Okay.
So they were racing, and I mean the NFL guy was way ahead. And then he fell down, Kevin Hart, and he's in a wheelchair now.
Permanently?
No.
Oh.
But
I was
he broke some abdomen.
God, that's horrible.
Then he said, "I'm not too bright, I guess." An NBA referee who was like in his 70s said he'd win a foot race against Charles Barkley. And Barkley's like, I played in the NBA and you're in your 70s. So they raced, and at the end of the race, Barkley started running backwards and still beat him. The guy was in his 70s. I mean, he's not winning a foot race against an athlete.
The guy was serious?
Yeah, he was an NBA referee, and he was making fun of. Well, Barkley's overweight.
He's overweight, but still.
Yeah, but Barkley was like 40, and the guy was like 75. I was like, well, guy played in the NBA and ran up and down the court.
Did they have a bet, or was it?
I mean, he was insinuating that Barkley was overweight and he could beat him in a race. Barkley's like, I'm overweight, but you can't beat me in a race.
Yeah. All right, let me see. I'm not fully getting it. I feel like I don't want to go out, I want to go out in a blaze of glory and not.
Like you did on the spaces.
Right. And not this.
Ola Sinister Magnus. It probably is Magnus.
Not the solid thud of a turd. All right.
Oh, you remember today you said peaches and I said millions of peaches and you were like, what? And it was the song.
Yeah.
And then when I got in the car and I drove away 1 minute later, the song came on peaches.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. And he was like, millions of peaches. And I was like, I could tell Karen, but I don't know.
And you said there's no God.
Mm-hmm.
All these coincidences. All right, let me see. He just gets away in my scenario. So let me go there. So it just can't be right. Go there.
Don't forget that the Braves game starts in about 5 minutes. Go Braves. We're playing the San Francisco Giants.
Darn, this means we'll have to do 2 if I can't solve this one. So I'll do my best.
We've had a great day.
I had a good day. I enjoyed my poker study group. I walked for 2 hours on the treadmill and did some work.
It was so hot that when I went to Starbucks today, I didn't get my usual drink because it's too hot. So I got the refresher. And then they questioned me. They're like, what? You didn't get your latte?
And then
And
Archer
I said, it's 100. You know?
Archer came back today from his dad's, so that was good. I had a good day. So I told Archer a little bit about what happened on the spaces.
Mm-hmm.
See, Archer knows about the spaces because he listens to them with me in the car on the way to school. And so I told him that I got into it, and he chuckled.
A couple of schools in the U.S. School systems, one in Kentucky, one in Texas, are closing or doing virtual learning because of COVID. There's COVID outbreak.
I'm real out of touch with what's going on with COVID.
There's a lot more COVID than there was last month. It's still better than last year, but it's getting worse and worse. There's like a new strain. And there's a new, what do you call them? You know, when they do this?
Vaccine?
There's a new vaccine coming out next month.
Yeah, I don't know about it anymore. I have to say, I've gone to the
What are
dark
you, from
side.
the South?
I don't know if I'm going to get any more vaccines. I stand by the ones I got, and I may or may not get any more. I hadn't gotten a booster in a while,
They haven't had a new one in a while.
and I don't really even want to know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind you talking about it, but I just mean, I don't. It was real stressful, and I just don't really want to think about it. That's just the way I feel about it. If I get it, I'll quarantine. Or
Yeah,
whatever
but I don't appreciate you not getting the vaccine.
Oh, darn! I can't do this one.
I was just making fun of the I don't appreciate you.
Oh, from the spaces.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded familiar.
Okay.
That was one
so
of the.
This
Wait,
is
hang on. That was one of the things they said in the spaces. The woman that I got mad at and ripped her a new asshole. She said, "I don't appreciate you." Blah 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 blah, and I just saw red. I'm like, I don't appreciate you fucking telling me you don't appreciate. I just went off. It just snowballed. I was so mad.
so
Anyway,
this is a clearance sacrifice. You need to play knight f2 mate, but you can't.
Right.
So for example,
Okay.
queen e3 check, king d1, knight f2 mate, but bishop's there. So you have to play bishop e1 check and then do it because your bishop's not
Yeah,
there.
when you said clearance
Yeah.
sacrifice, I knew.
So now if the king goes back, knight f2's mate immediately. So
Yeah.
he'll take it and then check and then mate.
Darn.
26-41.
That one.
Now we have to do one more.
Yeah, we have to do one more. I can't leave. When I had COVID, you hadn't had COVID. Ben has
Not
never
that I
had
know
COVID.
of.
So when I got COVID, the one time I got it, man, I was sick as a dog. I'm not gonna lie.
As far as we know, the Feingold lineage hasn't gotten COVID. Me, Spencer, Iram, my mom, and my brother, none of us have gotten COVID. But however, your family all got COVID.
Everybody got COVID.
Yeah, my family, nobody
Except
got
for
COVID.
the first time though, I didn't get it, and everybody else got it, and then I got it like a year later. So I got the weaker variant. So I was really sick for like 2.5 days. I quarantined.
We didn't go to Vegas because she got
Yeah,
COVID.
I cried about it because I wanted to do that chess tournament in Vegas, and I think I was playing poker by then already, and I just wanted to go to Vegas. And then Ben and I didn't even quarantine from each other. He never got it, and then after 3 days, I felt like it never happened. But we still stayed at home.
Ready?
Yeah. I hope I can do this one. That was disappointing. Disappointing performance. All right. Check.
I think I solved it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I solved it. Just double checking.
Yeah. I got different ideas. Let's see. Darn. Okay, let me try a different different thing.
Could someone translate the Ender's answer into English? I think he means knight f3, queen at h3, I think. Which is incredibly wrong, but I think that's what he means. So I get extra credit if that's what he meant. It was hard to decipher that. No.
Darn, I'm not quite sure. So I don't know for sure, but I think it's knight f3, and then I was looking at queen g5, and then this part is the one I wasn't sure about, but I was looking at queen h6.
Correct.
Yes.
Nobody got it but you.
So you can protect e6.
You're the only one who got it.
Got
Bonalucci
it.
gives some crazy move.
Got it. Yeah, so that we can protect e6, and then you.
Yeah, if queen f4,
one.
we take and play queen h3, and if queen here or here, we take and play h3. Yeah, queen here was the important move to see. 2962. Yay!
Yay! I did it. All right, so who are we gonna raid? I hope you guys have a great evening. I have to get up and take Archer to that chess tournament tomorrow.
I'm gonna raid Botez live because they raided me a couple days ago.
Okay, cool. See you guys.
See you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Well, I won't be here tomorrow.
Go Trump. Bye.